So what does a person do up here for a 3-week stretch? Well, I can tell you this time especially, it's a lot of this, a good share of this, not so much of this time because I don't know if you've noticed, but I've actually been on a diet. I've made no chocolate cakes, made no pudding, tried to keep my plates from overflowing. Just had 10 or 15 pounds I just like to leave up here when I go. It's one of the reasons for a lot of the hiking too. It's been a beautiful spring for hiking. Even today now, the bugs arrived a few days ago, but the conditions right now, there's no mosquitoes around. So I'm down to, this is a Sunday morning. I think I've got a plan. I'm going to pull out Tuesday and go to a friend's house a little ways away and maybe spend the next day on a big day of birding and then head home the day after that. So time is winding down and you're just like, oh, what am I going to do now? I don't want to waste this. Took a nice walk this morning for a few miles, and then I got puttering on a beaver dam on the way back and filled a few little potholes that I don't want to trip on next fall. Looks like a good day coming up. After that cherry pie and coffee break up there, I sat there and enjoyed the scene in the yard for about an hour, and finally all the gray jays and the swings and thrushes and everything quieted down for the day. So I broke away, and before I go up and start a fire and fix a few brats for lunch, I think I'm gonna try to get another segment of my birding trail done. I've worked on quite a bit of it, but I still have this real nasty little piece right here that I'd like to try to get some riprap laid down so that I can walk through here somewhat comfortably. Kind of a leg breaker waiting to happen right here, but there's enough dead tamarack trees around. These big trees here, they're dead. The larch beetle has killed them. And normally a tamarack tree is a really good one to put a pole in the ground or anything, but when these insects get these trees, they affect it really to the point that it gets almost like a molten milk ball inside and just kind of explodes apart when they try to process them for pulp or anything. So here on the trail, they won't be the best thing, but I'll see how many years they last as good footing. Cutting them off isn't any problem. It's trying to get them to fall to the ground back in this mess. Now with all the wood cut up, I've got quite a selection laying over here, different diameters. Again, it's not going to be the best wood for this operation, but I'll see how many years it lasts before it just rots away. So now it's all cut. Now it's just a matter of laying it in and making somewhat of a smoother path out of it. It's your hand, you can drop the big ones right on the trail. It should all go that easy. Sometimes you just gotta know when it's good enough. Well, the finished product for now. Sure, a lot nicer walking through here. On down the trail. Food's on. Food. Food. Oh. Oh. What a, yeah, a fussy crew. They got a lot of blue jays flying around here too. There's that rusty hinge. There you go. Now there's a whole bunch of you around. Come on in. Yeah, come on. I'm going to talk to you guys about your new name now. Yeah, you're Canada Jays now. You got that? You might as well learn from the word go now, you youngster. You're a Canada Jay. Yeah. How about you? You guys are, these young ones, you know, they're surprised they're kind of fearless right now. This one here is like a little scaredy. Just check the thermometer, and even though the sun's shining, it's a beautiful day, it's an even 60 degrees. I think that's just down there enough to, with the dry air, to hold the mosquitoes in check. You don't even want to be out here in this dry air. I'll pack up and do another walk out to Hawks Pond and sit out there for a while. The breeze is out of the west with the sun shining. It should be a nice bug-free place out there too. I've been hearing the trumpeter swans out there, but I haven't been out there to actually see them. The trumpeter swans are so loud. Hawks Pond's almost 3/4 of a mile from here, and you can still hear those swans when they get calling. These jays sure don't seem very hungry. Of course, they're probably chowing down on that chicken carcass, all those bits and pieces that they hauled off the other day. It was sure nice to see the two young ones come around. I was really getting concerned that they must have been old enough that the adults felt content in leaving them be for a while, because the two adults would sit over here by themselves quite a bit. The bear and I are going to have some words if he starts tearing in and digging up my beaver dam walkways. He definitely was going after something down there. The beavers have been working over here on Hawks Pond again too. We got the holes plugged and probably got the water level a foot higher than it was the last time I was through here. It's a nice spring-fed pond, so there's always plenty of water coming in even without rains. Having a nice bug-free time out on Hawks Pond was a good thought, but in reality it's not working out that way. One reason this bench is so nice over here is because the sun beats in here on a cold winter day. Well, here on this mediocre spring sunny day, it's just coming in too hot, so the bugs love it. And I just not really worth sitting here, and I'm not in the mood to jump off that diving board. Tomorrow when it starts to get hot, really hot, it'd probably be a good time, but I don't know if I can stand the bugs to come over and do it. I saw a sparrow flit over here, and I put my binoculars on this spot and saw this piece of iron and walked over here to check it out. It looks like it was probably there when the tree uprooted. It brought it up with it. Yeah. We have no idea. Probably it's part of an old logging operation of some kind. I'm out for one of my final walks of the trip. I'm gonna finish packing up later this afternoon, and then tomorrow I'll no hurry. I'm gonna go out and go to town, stay at a friend's place for the night, and make an easy trip home the next day. But you can see how these mosquitoes are getting to the point of being bad. Ah, there they are, having a feeding frenzy. It may look like the ground's got a layer of mold on it, but I think it's just all of the things that have floated off the aspen trees this spring. The air's been kind of full of stuff coming through. The mosquito situation is such that I'm able to enjoy my last night's supper outside. Got ambitious and things were growing a little bit, so some of the grass over the south side of the cabin was getting kind of long, so fired up a lawnmower and got that taken care of. Might get a passing rain tonight, so I put my rain system back up just in case. I got enough water, but it'd be nice to leave things half full when I leave. Otherwise, the day's been spent kind of packing a few things away and didn't get too ambitious. Took one walk down through my birding trail, and as I thought, I didn't see or hear a bird the whole 3/4 of a mile of my new trail, but it sure was nice to have pretty flat surfaces to be walking on all the way through. That was one thing that early this morning I went over and I got the last section done. Had a few dead trees I could take down to make the job easy. Oh, I think after supper I'm going to go inside and turn the radio on and just kind of relax and enjoy the cabin. These bugs are going to be bad enough. I don't think I'm going to want to stay out here.